Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an ignition coil on this Ford ZX2. This has a 4-cylinder motor. This procedure is the same for a lot of Fords with this 4-cylinder 2-liter dual overhead cam engine. And the only tools you'll need are a 7mm socket with a ratchet and an extension. And you'll also need a small screwdriver, a small flat blade screwdriver.
To get to the ignition coil, I'm going to pull the accelerator cable out of the way without bending it. And then I'm going to remove 4 7mm screws that are on either side of the coil.
Okay, we're just using a 7mm socket with a ratchet, and we'll speed up here as we just take those screws off. And you can see every once in a while we do switch to an extension on the bolts that you can use an extension. It just makes it a little bit easier.
There's 2 ears on the connector that go to the coil. I'm using a little pocket screwdriver, just gently pry between the connector and the ears. Pry them away from the connector to slip it off. And with that done, we can pull out the coil pack. As you can see here, we've got 1 and 3 on the top and 4 and 2 here. And it's even labeled here on this one. But if the new one doesn't come labeled, just either reference this video, take a picture of it, mark it down the side, whatever way you think you're going to be able to remember it. And the coil wires come off by squeezing the ears and wiggling them off. Putting the coil back in, I'm going to make sure that I get my numbers lined up correctly. I'm just going to snap them back on. And with that back in, I'm just going to, again, make sure 1, 3, 4, 2.
And what that 1342, what that is referencing is the cylinder number. And on this 4-cylinder, if you start from left, which is the passenger side, as you're looking at the engine from the front, starting from left to the right, it's number 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Those are the cylinder numbers. They're numbered sequentially on the motor, but then when you hook them onto the coil, you need to put them in the proper sequence so they fire in the right order.
The coil can only go in one way. Put my 7mm bolts back in.
Okay, so pretty straightforward. Unbolt it, unplug it, make sure you plug it back in the same way as far as the spark plugs go, and obviously plug the power and feed connector back in, and then bolt it back in and tighten it down. We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.